and the more pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in a character.
No, girl. Not my beautiful Beyonce 5.
I tell you this right now, y'all talking about free Britney. Y'all need to be doing a campaign that say free Beyonce.
The Beyonce is free.
She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
Well, she's still saying that she believes that Beyoncé and Jay-Z are using dark forces and eliminating people to stay on top, but apparently this time the Carters are not letting things slide because they are at risk of being exposed like Diddy. So are they really going after people like Jaguar and eliminating them? Okay. If there's anything we've learned about Hollywood, it's that, just like Jaguar has been saying, people will do whatever it takes to stay at the top. And when I say whatever it takes, I also mean sacrificing their souls and practicing voodoo to stay ahead. Now, some of the people who have always been at the top of such allegations are Jay-Z and Beyoncé, who, by the way, haven't done much to dispel the rumors. See how Jay-Z is always flashing the triangle hand, even though the symbol has always been associated with the Illuminati and Satanism. Also, it doesn't help that Beyoncé and her creative team use so much iconography in her performances and videos that just gives a basis for the Illuminati and satanic rumors. I mean, even when their daughter Blue Ivy was born, there were tons of conspiracy theories saying that she basically proved that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are purely satanic, like how a rearrangement of Blue Ivy spell Ilv, and the claim was that that was Latin for Lucifer's daughter. There were also claims that Blue is an acronym for Born Living Under Evil, while Ivy stands for Illuminati's very youngest honey. These are just some of the things that Jaguar has been mentioning when it comes to the Carters using voodoo and dark magic. You know, this whole narrative of the Carters using voodoo has been said by other people other than Jaguar, for instance. There's that female drummer Kimberly Thompson, who accused BA of extreme witchcraft, dark magic, and casting spells on her. Kimberly actually filed a restraining order against Beyoncé, saying that BA was utilizing those spells to tap her phone and control her finances, all to keep her under surveillance. And these actions were reportedly part of a campaign orchestrated by Beyoncé against her. Kimberly actually blamed BA for the loss of many jobs, theft of homes, the death of her pet kitten, and her numerous broken relationships, among other things. Also, y'all remember Uncle Ron, who said that he was a bodyguard for Beyoncé back in the day. While it's not clear whether he was telling the truth about his relationship with Beyoncé or Jay, there were images online which showed a man resembling Uncle Ron appearing to serve as Beyoncé's bodyguard, and this is one person who said that 100% Beyoncé has always been under some sort of control.
Say and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get the threats, but you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are.
And just like Jaguar said, Uncle Ron said that Jay-Z and Beyoncé would do literally anything to get their...
Nobody knows, but I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way. Y'all wish it what you wish it to stay on top. But there's one thing about me, bro. I can't be...
So remember when Kanye West went on another one of his rants and publicly called out Beyoncé and Jay-Z for being controlled, interview, and then...
Well, it's obviously they've been controlled by Satanism. I mean, I'm not really scared to say that. We all know Luciferians, Freemasons, and all occult knowledge that was drugged up from Egypt have now surfaced itself in American society. And obviously they're not serving the same most high God that I am. And that's what makes us enemies, that I stand for a completely different doctrine, a completely different nation, and a completely different truth than he does.
There have been other people who have previously been close to them who have exposed how they are definitely using dark forces to stay in the game, like Larry Johnson.
Sometimes it's overwhelming. Why did God give me my talent, my gift, my family? But I know you're not supposed to question God. So I'm grateful for the life he's given me. I'm so grateful. I'm alive and I'm living a dream.
There's the thing, Larry and Jay-Z used to be very close friends back in the day, and these two did everything together from partying to business, and at some point they even lived together. which means that he actually saw a lot of things Jay-Z did firsthand. According to him, after he came back after about 5 or 6 years of going Mia, he started digging about JM Beyoncé and things he used to observe. While they were friends started to make sense. He apparently found out who Jay really is and why he says the things that he says, and with whom he has an allegiance. Larry also said that before, as far as he was concerned, it was all about partying and popping bottles. But if you listen again to things with a new ear, you will hear the truth. And the truth is that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are very deep into Satanism. So when Jaguar is talking about all these things that she's seen and heard about, the Carters, she's not just making this stuff up, baby. There are also things Beyoncé herself has been doing that has made people wonder if she's really in her right state of mind. Take this video, for instance, where she's talking about knowing that she's not supposed to be questioning.
No one could ever compare to Beyoncé. Let's just say the name that we're discussing. No one could compare. No one will for a very, very, very long time. And that was never my aim either. However,
it was framed that
she look a bit zoned out, like there's something else happening in her brain. This is what Jaguar has been trying to say, that Beyoncé is not okay, but the entire family is also probably so deep into the voodoo stuff that they can't get out of it. I mean, even Beyoncé's sister Solange has openly shown her interest in voodoo a couple of times, like when she accessorized her 2018 Met Gala outfit with a bottle of Florida water, a type of liquid, known for its spiritual properties typically used in voodoo wand or sanya practices. And let me not even get into the things that have been said about the real reason why Solange can't keep a man. The voodoo is a family thing, y'all. Well, the Carters are also reportedly trying to fix their house with everything that has been exposed about Diddy. These allegations have always gone hand in, and Beyoncé and Jay-Z know that sooner or later things are going to get exposed about them, and it's going to be messy. So like they have always done. They are taking care of business, and that includes getting rid of the people who have been exposing them, like Jaguar Wright child. We've already seen what it means for Beyonce and Jay-Z to take care of business, and it's not a position anyone would willingly want to be in. I mean, can you all remember how they single-handedly removed Carrie Hilson from the entertainment industry? After she dissed Beyoncé in 2020, Carr's career was still at the bottom, and she even opened up about how the feud affected her career in an interview on Out Loud with Claudia Jordan. She took the time to clear the air and suggested that she had been pressured into dissing Beyoncé and that she did not have any problem with
way.
Well, no, it was absolutely framed that way. It was written that way. Was not my lyrics. Was not my writing.
So you had to pay the penalty.
Carrie also really fought back tears when she opened up about her hiatus during an interview with psychic medium Reginald Lewis on a segment for Steve Harvey's daytime show.
It is kind of a comeback.
Yeah.
It is kind of a comeback. Because I hit rock bottom a few times.
You had to.
Yeah.
You had to. And that's the thing.
And I'm crawling back to walking in my purpose.
And y'all know that, other than Carrie, there have been other instances where BA and Jay-Z have had to take care of business, and in some instances they've had to unalive. Some people allegedly, baby, I know a lot of these voodoo things just sound fictional and like some sort of conspiracy theory. But do you believe people like Jaguar have a point when they talk about Beyoncé using voodoo? Should people be taking these accusations against Jay-Z and Beyoncé more seriously, especially given the things that are recently getting exposed? About rituals in Hollywood, I personally think these are not coincidences, but your thoughts in the comments section below.